Yep, I get that. And that's why it's going to stay chill. Haven't even started, and everybody's already throwing shade and drama at each other. That's not what I want to do. So just be chill. Otherwise, the live will end. I want a good community. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. All right. Let's get going. Hey, dog, you agree, right? Everybody should just chill? Say, ruff. Yeah, see, even the dog isn't amused. There we go. Even doggo. And we'll hook that up. Put this in the holder. Oh, yeah. So, check it out. $300 1911 with fiber optic sight, adjustable rear, adjustable trigger, extended beaver tail, and one of the grittiest slides I've ever tried. So we'll be seeing how that runs. My buddy Jacob is borrowing the Fusion, so we'll see how that goes. There we go. Move you so you see more of the wall. Why'd you let both ads play? So as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spots available for new guns. We're working with a couple of potential sponsors and working on a few things for the channel. So here's hoping we get some guns up there. Also, Olight is sending me their new sight, the Gen 2 O sight, and Hollow Sun has confirmed they're sending me a 509, and I'm asking them to send me a EPS full size. The LA riot joke. Were you even alive when the LA riots happened? Genuine question. I'm not saying it like a dick. Sorry if it came off like I'm a dick. Oh, I gotta stop looking at frickin' Palmetto State, dude. I ain't got shit that I want anyway. Alright. Make sure if you're going to comment that you like and subscribe too. It's an easy way to grow the channel. Just like, subscribe, and throw your comment at. How's it going tonight? Well, started getting ready for the live stream, and there's shit going on in my chat, so hopefully you guys have all figured out your shit. You hit 97 of 100 targets today in comp. Awesome, dude. It's the 3 you missed it. Suck. You were a wee lad. Yep. Are the PSA dagger guns any good? They are 100% usable. You just need to know your guns a little bit. So they aren't the most reliable in terms of quality control on the market. So if you buy one, make sure to check it out really well before you start trusting your life to it. In terms of a just normal, like, plinker, 100%. Don't send me a code. God damn it. Do not send me a code. Sorry, I'm trying to log into my Instagram. Made it to national finals. Awesome, dude. What the hell? Buck the hell. Nice. Why can't I switch to my other? I want to switch to my other alternate on my damn. I don't understand the internet. This is bugging the shit out of me. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just trying to figure something. You're quite excited to buy your first firearm. Awesome, dude. I know you like SIG, but what's going on with them and the FBI? Test legit? What do you mean? I'm going to probably take a firearms class of some sorts. Highly recommended you do that, Andy, even if it's just for your own edification. That's why they have advanced courses, beginner courses, all that stuff. Just make sure that you do what you know, have fun. I understand I forgot my password. That's why I'm trying to log in. I freaking hate this shit. I swear to God. Log out. Log in. Log in. Do I reload Buster? No, I do not, my friend. I do not reload my own stuff. Got it, thanks. All right, so I'm waiting for them to contact me. Great, that wasn't worth me taking 12 seconds to frickin' try to do that. Just heard a rumor about the age to purchase handguns might go on to his only rumors. Yeah, until it passes House and Senate stuff, and I don't believe it's on any bill currently in the works, it's not going to become a new law. Cool weapons, but the teddies are the scariest. It's even worse, Morgan, because they're actually sloths. They're slow, but slow. Do you make grilled cheese at night while your dad is sleeping? I don't know what that reference is. I got to do a little more research on what ones are available in my area. You know, it's a challenge. Check local gun stores, but not the big box. Check like your local independently owned gun stores and see what they recommend. You got 2 5-gallon bottles full of spent cartridges. I figure they may come in handy someday. There's also places that will buy your brass in bulk. Intercourses sound like Discord. Did I say intercourses? Don't know who Uncle Danny is. Oh, they're doing optics cut, ready freaking shadows for $1,200. That's pretty solid. I over-offered on that gun. Shot! Alright. Stop looking at deals, man. When I look at deals, I try to indulge. And when I indulge, I get in trouble. Also, the doggo's doing good. We actually went to the large dog park. I know. I'm talking a lot about my dog like he's my kid. But you know what? God damn it, I'd rather have a dog than a kid right now. Oh, dude, the problem with the tests and all the tests and all the tests is they aren't tests. All they're doing is forcing a gun to repeat the issue. That gun had an issue? Great. Okay. Why? They're proving something that Sig already knows happens. Everybody that isn't media centric, people that aren't only on social media, understand that there's a problem with Sig guns. I'm not in any way saying there isn't a problem with Sig guns. The problem with the issue is the way it's being handled. What the hell do I have in the top left? That is a 37 millimeter grenade launcher. Michael, been watching for a couple of years now. Greatly appreciate your videos. Been working for Loomis for almost 2 years now and want to see a new carry for work. Any ideas? Check on Tuesday, dude, and on the Monday live stream, I got one that you may want to carry. It's an amazing gun for an amazing price, but it's under embargo, so I can't give you any information on it yet. But it's pretty damn solid from what I've played with it, and it may be one to carry. Also, obviously, you got Glock. I believe Staccato is like law enforcement enabled. I'm not sure what your company's rules are. Do you think it is a coincidence that ex-Kimber People is the current Sig CEO? Not really. I mean, gun guys move around, dude. It's like in the car business. I've known a lot of managers that have bounced around to 10 different dealerships in 5 years. King Alpha, don't you sell guns? Yes, I own my own gun store. And plenty of fricked up pews that come out, however they work to make it right. So, again, I'm trying not to say that I like the SIG 226. I like my X5 Legion 320 because it does not use the same trigger as the base models, which is what the cops carry. Cops do not carry X5s. They don't even carry X fulls. They carry base model 320s. And those have the inertial driven trigger issues. So when you run an X5 trigger or an X full trigger, the weight, the take up is also different. The weight is different, and the fact is it does not go off at the same poundage, or it's not capable of dropping the striker with an inertial drop. Every one that has gone off has had a curved trigger. I'll just put it that way. That means base 320, M17, M18s. All those guns have base triggers in them. They're the ones that are going off. Love the 226. I'm from South Africa. Would love to get my hands on one. Sorry, bud. 1911s are not known for being drop safe either, and they've never claimed to be drop safe. However, a 1911 will only fire if you drop it on the nose. They don't drop when you drop them backwards because they don't use a striker system. They use a hammer system, which means that the striker and the firing pin in a 1911 is not under tension. So the only way it can go off is if the spring goes forward, which means the gun has to drop on its nose. But here's the big thing, King. Don't drop your gun. There have been billions of firearms manufactured, and only in 2021 to 2025 is anybody bitching about it because we all have the internet. They are sloths, Roth, and no, we don't shoot sloth. Do I collect knives? Nope. Do I have a Tokarev? Not anymore. Sold it. Boom, 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 boom. I hate the internet sometimes. So the internet has a lot of good points to it. There is a lot of information to be learned, a lot of cool things that you may never have known before. It still amazes me the dearth of understanding that appears on people that have access to the internet, but it is what it is. Should I buy a Colt Commando SBR? That's a personal question, dude. I currently don't trust anything from Colt built before now, and with my experience with my $2,000 Dan Wesson, I'm not trusting anything that CZ owns right now. How we doing today? All right, Mr. Sergeant, Machine Gunnery Sergeant, Gunny Sergeant, Master Gunnery Sergeant. I don't know the USMC shit, man. Just how many crayons do you get for free with every paycheck? That'll tell me what your rank is. Are the sloths to welcome me for my arrival? No, that's just coincidence, my dude. They were given to me as a gift because at one time I only possessed 3 toes. I no longer possess any, but do I feel the world and time is moving a lot faster? Actually, the exact opposite. It's going slower because stupid makes me cry. Honestly, every day the overload of information that I either have to work my way through or completely disregard, it actually drags the day on and on and on. So I feel it's the backwards of it. Never dropped one of my guns, but one 9mm fell out of my holster into the creek when I bent over. Shit happens. Again, the odds of every gun you own going off goes down the better you take care of yourself. Wait, what's up with CZ? CZ owns Dan Wesson. Dan Wesson built my DWX. Dan Wesson used so little finish on it that a $200 optic from Siley has better finish than my $2,000 DWX. Master Gunnery Sergeant. Gotcha. That means you get the 64 count. How many guns do you have? Like 4. So yeah, I'm very unhappy, and I'm being vocal about it because I sent support ticket, direct email, and a marketing email to CZ and Dan Wesson and asked them to comment as to why the finish is so thin that you can scratch it with your fingernail. Honestly, literally any other gun I own has a better finish than a $2,000 handgun. Do I have an L with the drum mag? What's an L? What's the 1911? Well, there's 3 of them up there technically, but the single stack one, the one with the wood grips, is a G-Force Arms Chronicle 1911. I got it during Palmetto Armory's 4th of July sale, and I got it for under $300. So we'll see if that one's any good. I can tell you right now, the slide is so gritty in it that I don't know how well it's going to run. but I do have some parts from Wilson Combat that may go in there. So I've got the firing pin spring, the rear main spring, and the recoil spring for a regular one. So I'm going to be putting those in. So it's got a it's got the extra power firing spring and the reduced power hammer spring. So those two are going to go in there, and we'll see what happens. There's a couple other springs in there. We'll see what happens. Do I have a drum mag on your AR? No, I run a 40-round stick mag. I really hate loading drum mags. I haven't heard much about G-Force arms. Are they Turkish? Yes, kind of. They are Turkish, but they're not built as G-Force. They're built as a company called Bull. It looks like it says Boliki. But it's a Turkish company that I've never messed with. I've seen a lot of their shotguns, but it's a single stack 45 ACP, has 2 Mech-Gar mags. It actually comes with Mech-Gar mags, but they're just 7-rounders. It has front fiber optic, rear adjustable, front and rear slide serrations, adjustable trigger, and a commander or competition style hammer on it, and it was $300. So even if I have to do work to it, it's probably going to be worth it. Literally just talked about it. Just told you everything about one. Is that a shotgun on the top left? No, that is a 37 millimeter grenade launcher. Sounds like a great price for a package. We'll see what happens. Like as gritty as it feels, I think it's going to have some issues. I'm going to throw a bunch of oil in it and see what happens. I have no intention on leaving it that way until after I shoot it. So kids, come in here, tell me stuff, leave me comments. I need to grow the channel, so I need your help, right? I'm trying to reach out. I talked to Bursa today about getting one of their new 2011s. Look at the doggo. Come here, buddy. Up. Come on. Get up here. There you go, buddy. So this is the doggo. Say hi, buddy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. No licky. No licky, buddy. So this is Rocky. I'm excited to see how that one pans out. I'll be looking for the video. Yeah, I mean, its normal price is like $320, so it was only like $50 off, but still. What is the difference between a 1911 and a 2011? The difference is a 1911 is a frame and a slide, so 2 major parts. A 2011 is a frame, or technically a mid-frame, a slide, and a removable grip module. He's a good boy, right? Look at how calm he is. He's my homie. He only pees once a day, which freaks me the frick out, but... What's up? Hope you're well. First live I've caught. Nice spread up there, my man. Hey, what's up, New York Gunner? Bro's in his Call of Duty. Okay, it's okay. You can get down. Thank you, buddy. So 2 parts versus 3 parts. Basically, yeah. Rocky seems chill. Yeah. He and I can just sit and relax. Like, I'll just sit on the couch and he'll just roll over and I'll just pet his belly for an hour or 2 hours at a time. He likes being pet, which is good. He growls a little bit as he walks up, but dude, I took him to the dog park today and literally every dog was his friend. Even the one he peed on yesterday was his friend today. No. Best Ruger rifle. Probably like a Ruger Ranch. How would you do a gun wall on one of those slanted walls that follow the roof angle? What do you mean? I would just get pegboard, cut them. What happened to your other guns? Other ones that are on the wall were on the wall. They were my personal guns, but they're also for sale in my gun store. And I'm done putting up guns that are for sale because the only guns I want on the wall are guns that you guys have helped me get by just liking and subscribing to my videos, as well as guns that people have sent me in terms of gun manufacturers and things like that. So like if somebody pays for a gun to go up on the wall, not only will I put it up on the wall, but I'll put a little badge underneath it with your screen name showing who paid for it. So nobody calls a magazine a clip because only stupid people do that. My company doesn't know anything about guns, thankfully. As long as the semi-auto is 940 or 45 and a 4-inch barrel or more, I'm set. Been carrying a lone wolf 45 AC pig bow, but would like to get into something different. Then, man, the world's your oyster, and thank you for the huge freaking donation. I really appreciate that. Personally, I carry a 1911 on the daily, and I've been carrying the DWX in the store. So, something like a CZP-10. They make those in 45 if you want to stay with the larger caliber. Those are pretty cool. They're optics ready right out of the box. A Walther PDP is a great choice. 9mm double stack. The Springfield Echelon is another great choice because they are very modular. Those are all ones. Someone give you the grenade launcher. Yeah, it's a company called Exotic Ammo. They're the manufacturer of that one. It's called, the TAC 79. The real one in the real world was originally called the TAC 97. M1 Garands use clip, damn near anything else uses mags. Yes, because if it goes into it, it's a magazine, a box magazine. If it slides and it's retained on the back of the round, that is a clip. It's literally. Should 8 gauges be legal or not? Everything should be legal, dude. It's the person that should be in question, not the firearm. You should carry the grenade launcher instead. I could. I've got flashbang and... damn it, I keep trying to say concussive. But I got flashbang and yeah, they're concussive. Nice to see you got some guns. Thank you. Springfield Mod is a good EDC and pretty reasonably priced. They're usually on sale. Not all SKSs use clip. If you get an SKSD, that uses a detachable box mag. Speaking of grenades, where I can get one legally? Not really. You need special destructive device licenses to have grenades. Usually you can find places that will allow you to use them, but they have the licenses. In terms of owning one privately, you have to be kind of loaded because it gets expensive. Number one, the licenses. Let's say you have 6 grenades. You just paid $1,200 in tax stamps, plus the grenade costs. Who's a good boy, huh? Why are you sitting down there? Huh? Why are you sitting under the desk now? Bull Armory or better quality 2011? Bull Armory is an exceptional 2011. I'm trying to keep him from smacking his head. Long-time lurker, huge fan of your content. Glad you're committed to making videos and lives. Wish the best for you. Thank you, Toki. Howdy, Joe and Rocky Chanson. What is up? How late are you going to go tonight? I'll go 3 hours. Michael, another $5 donation. Thank you, brother. Looking forward to the next video. Keep up the great work. So the Fusion Firearms range video is going to come out on Tuesday. It was supposed to come out today, but honestly, I woke up late and I needed to take the boy to the park. So looks like a green screen because you're really low. It looks like that because I keep the camera at an angle that allows me to keep everything in frame. What's my thought on birdshot for home defense? I say use whatever you need to. Birdshot, buckshot, grape shot, slug, load the thing up with quarters in front of your shot, whatever you got to do, man. Home defense is home defense. Now, if you're just looking for an excuse to shoot somebody, that's a different story. But if you're actually going to defend your home, so Glock 18s are not legal for civilian ownership. Glock 19s are fine. Why are half your guns missing? Half my guns are not missing. I have rededicated the wall. I may put up a sign. That is the 2025 YouTube gun wall. So the guns up there are guns that I acquired in 2025. There are a few that aren't up there because I'm waiting for money so that I can get some guns out of pawn. But once I do, all my 2025 guns will be the only guns up on the wall. What millimeter? 37. Making it 100% legal, cuz. Ejectocito, cuz. So get in here. Hit the like button, guys. I need people to hit the likes. Hit the likes and leave your comments. Wow, man, you are being a needy bitch tonight. Thank you for your compliance. No problem, FBI. Home defense if you live in an apartment and go through walls. If you go through walls, that falls under one of the 4 main tenets of gun safety. Know your target and what's beyond it. If you're firing through a wall in your apartment, you got bigger issues. Number one, you're being attacked by somebody with a firearm. But number two, if you fire through your wall, you hit your neighbor, you could be in trouble. You had to pawn guns? Yes, I did. I started my gun shop. I put all my guns in the gun shop, and the guns that I needed to borrow money against, I did because they're worth money. rather than getting loans because I had to file medical bankruptcy, so my credit is shit. So I couldn't qualify for business loans yet. I'm getting business loans at the end of the month, and then some of the guns are coming back because they're going right in the store. 20 gauge will go through a wall just as easy as a 12 gauge. I don't know why there's that misconception that 20 gauge is that much weaker. It's not like 12 gauge is a 45 and 20 gauge is a 22. 12 gauge is like a 45 and freaking 20 gauge is like a 38. It's going to still do a lot of damage and potentially cause issues, man. 20 gauge is going through your wall. It's just less pellets. 410 is the same thing, man. It's going 1,400 feet per second. Anything going 1,400 feet per second can go through your walls. What's your most expensive gun you have? Honestly, in terms of value, it would probably be my STI Grandmaster, which is an almost $5,000 gun. Try the grenade launcher for home defense. I could use a flashbang or one of my concussive grenades. Why are you sitting like that, dude? You seem chill as frick. Definitely subbing. Thank you. Paul Harrell had a good video on it. Oh yeah, if you use the right loads, you know, if you're not using full power loads, you're using lighter loads, and they make loads that are weaker on purpose for that exact reason. Dude, I'm trying to keep your head from smacking the desk, brother. Stop fighting me. Then it would go from home defense to yard defense. Pretty much. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. How could you not like the video for this? Frangible ammo is fun, but you got to get the right kind. Some frangible ammo will jam up your guns. What's your thoughts on the hokey pokey? That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. The hokey pokey, man. You put your first dog in, you put your first dog out. What's up, buddy? You having a good night? Yeah. Have you seen a dog this chill after 3 days of ownership? He sat in the shelter for 2 months before I got him. And he's the goodest boy. Yes, you are. He doesn't even get bugged by a lot of noises. Joe, adore your pupper. Me and my wife just adopted another fur baby on Monday. Nice. I am sticking to the one for now, but who knows? I just started teaching him how to play with toys. This poor guy was literally left in a kennel all day long or in a crate all day long, I'm pretty sure. So he doesn't know how to play with toys. He doesn't know how to play with bones. I just got him into playing with a stuffed toy today, and I have treats, puzzle toys coming. So he's going to. Pump shotgun, frangible, slugger, buck. Actually, any of those will work in a pump. I was referring to semi-autos. We're up to 3 doggos and 2 cats. You sound like my buddy, Broke. My buddy Daniel has 2 dogs and 4 cats, although one always hides. My dog is like your dog. Nice, dude. Rocky is happy he has a good home. Yep. Oh, there you go, buddy. He just started licking the bone. That's awesome. Good boy. You're also laying on an electrical cable, so less good boy. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, he's the goodest boy, man. I'm happy that he was the one I wound up liking. So I think I told the story. I went to the Humane Society, and the original dog I wanted to get really seemed very timid around me. Like he was very cautious about coming up to me because I think he was abused by a dude. They told me that Rocky might need a couple of sessions before he'd warm up to somebody. Less than 5 minutes in the playpen, and he's doing the, when you come up and they go between your legs. I had him coming. And today at the dog, don't clip that. Today at the dog park, I was able to recall him from across the dog park, and he actually came. So, semi-auto grenade launcher. They do have those. Thoughts on the Sig debacle? Thinking of trading my 365. Well, number one, the 365 XL is not part of the debacle. It refers to one model specifically, the 320. So don't fall for that crap. Only trade your gun if you're going to go for one. But the FN reflexes have been breaking firing pins and having cycling issues. So, every gun has issues, man. Don't fall for rhetoric and social media. At one point, I had 3 dogs, 15 fish, and 2 gecko, and now I have 3 dogs and full. I have 3 fat dogs. Yeah, exactly, apocalyptic. I knew somebody would say that. But he's a gooder boy. Every day, we go to this big-ass dog park, and the last few mornings, I've been hanging out with these people, but today was the first day he got to play with the other dogs, and my boy loved it. Good boy. Stay down there. Your little friend says hello. Hello. Hello, little friend. Uh-oh. I can't talk in the baby voice because it calls him over. Dude, you're smacking your head. Come over here. Come over here. Come here, buddy. Over here. There you go. There you go. Just stay up here. Shield Plus comp looks good. I can use 15-round mags. Yeah, that's true. Oh, dude, stop fighting me. You're going to hurt your back. That's the problem with the dumb dog. They have 0 Fs to give. They just send it. What other new guns do you think Smith & Wesson will be releasing? Well, they just announced and released the Bodyguard 2.0 comp. So it's a 380 with a comp on it. Yeah, go lay down. Lay down. Good boy. I don't want you to get hurt, dude. How do I get this wallpaper? Go on Google. Is that a Z-Pap with a dongle? No, that is a Romanian, 1970 Romanian AK with the dong. Not in California. Technically, it's legal because it's comped, but it's not a threaded barrel comp. It's built into the slide. You got the Bodyguard, nice. Why do you need a comp or a port on the 2.0 Bodyguard? It just reduces a little bit of the snap. If you watch PewView's video, he said it definitely has a felt reduction in impulse, recoil impulse. So I believe him. He's one of the best shooters I've ever seen. So I have a few doors down from you. Why would you advertise your guns? I invite you to try to break into my place. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing better. Oh, they put me on a 5th blood pressure medication. In fact, I need to go take that. Give me 1 second. Lady shooters might like reduced recoil. I know I do. Oh, wait, I like lady shooters. No, I'm just getting my meds, buddy. You want to take some meds with me? You don't need any. You're chill. Oh, careful. What are you doing? Come here. Sit. 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 Come. I forced it into his face hole. The snack. It's the snack that snaps back, baby. I'm coming. I have to take medication so I don't die. Normally I wouldn't care, but when you adopt a dog, you're not allowed to die. I've got a face for radio and a voice for song. I'm back. What do I think about the 96 Brigadier and 40 cal? No idea, man. Never shot one. All right, we're just being an aggressive little fuck today. Got it. Bye. How much of a pain was it to get your FFL? Thinking of getting mine, but I live in New York, so there are all the extra regulations. Any advice? Yes. Private FFLs are extremely difficult to get through the ATF right now. They are not as open to allowing them, so you definitely need a brick and mortar store. New York has a lot more compliance than we do here in Virginia. Basically, I just filled out the application, waited for a site visit. It helped that I had 6 years in the industry already, so I understood how to do them. I already had a seller ID, so they issued mine. It took months to get them in here, but once I got the site visit, it took less than 2 weeks. Uh-oh, somebody's itchy. I got to get him groomed and his nails trimmed. Is that a CZ or a Beretta above the M&P? Well, number one, there's no M&P, so you got to help me out here. If you're talking about the one with the blue grips, that is a Gerson Regard Beretta clone. I would sell a kidney for a pit viper, and I'd probably have to. If you sell one of your testicles, you'll get like 20 grand. Did I serve in any branches of the military? Nope, did not. Wasn't able to. Too disabled. Frederick says, cheers. Yep. It does look like a Shadow too because of the blue grips. I'm kind of into like blue grips right now, but that was factory from Gerson. It was based on the Match Elite series they did a long time ago, but that one's actually the Gen 4 Sport, it's called. So the takedown acts as a gas pedal. It has extended controls, extended mag release. It's actually a really cool gun. And I got it for a very fair price, which is why it's on the wall. I feel blind. No problem, dude. You're licking your ankle. Who's a good boy? Yeah, you know I'm talking about you, bud. I gave him a treat, so he's happy. Hello, Stromboni. Yeah, I don't say anything anybody asks me to say when I don't actually know personally what it means. Sorry. No offense, Demir. I will say you are the best. How about that? CZ does competition shooting in Thailand and is highly used in law enforcement. CZs are very highly used all over the world, man. CZ75s are one of the most used guns outside of the United States. Listening in and making homemade chips. Nice, dude. So I might have the Bursa 2011 coming. If you find me a buyer for Testy at 20K and I don't pay any surgical cost, I'll give you a 5% commission. 5%, you're going to give me $1,000 for making you 20 grand? You know how hard I have to sell your testicles after you've already used your good sperm to make kids? I'm going to go for a little while. I'll be back. All right, Andy. You just bought a Staccato XC. Yeah, if you like it, go for it. I was in Chanson's live the other day. By the way, Chanson, if you haven't subscribed to him, he's starting to grow. He needs some love from you guys. Go over to his channel and like him, Chanson. But I was over in his channel and he was talking about how he got one for a T&E gun. I'm like, oh, Staccato will never send me a gun. Nor do I think I would accept a gun. If they sent me an XC for free, I would take it, but then I would probably distress it like my DWX. What Bursa models do you like? I like the Thunder Plus, the 13-rounder. Give me your honest opinion. What minimum age do you think is most suitable for someone to get a gun that can be carried in public? 18 minimum. And the reason I say that is because 18 is when you become an adult and you're considered fully formed as a human being and you can be held responsible for brash and rash decisions. If 18 isn't the minimum, you're going to have a lot of people talking a lot of teenagers into doing some shady ass shit. That's why a lot of, and it sucks, but a lot of gang members initiate kids to do like hits and shit when they're teenagers because they go to juvie. Question from Italy. Grazie. Thanks for the love. No problem, Chanson. You give me love, I give you. It's a lot of guns. Let me guess, you're American. That's what you think. I'm actually not. I am from a land you've never heard of. Doesn't that model have a mag disconnect or does that not bother you? What, the Thunder Plus? You can take those out. Love the Sloth. Cute as hell. Nice. Have I ever bought weird discontinued guns? I was into the Star BM9. If you guys remember that, 5 years ago, they were brought in as surplus. They were Spanish police-issued pistols, single-stacked 9mm that looked like baby 1911s. They were coming into the country for like $200, and I bought like 6 of them in a year. I was in Kentucky when I was 18. I got pistols through private sales, carried a Taurus G2C for a while. Yeah, 100%. If you're in a state that allows them, 18 is legal for private sales. Yeah, absolutely. What's your favorite gun manufacturer or company? Still Nighthawk Custom. That's incorrect. I was a tard until I was 37. That just means you took the hit for somebody else that turned 18. Flaw Life. Star Megastar was the big Spanish gun, 10mm. Yep. Never had one of those. Thumbs up for the Nighthawk, yeah. My dog's looking at me like I'm an idiot because when I sing, he doesn't like it, and I don't care. Because he's a good old boy. What would be a good first home pistol? Charlie, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody. You need to get something that you're comfortable with, like your hand size and how it feels in your hand when you grip it. I can tell you what's reliable. Guns like Glocks, they're reliable. They're boring, but they're reliable. Smith & Wesson M&P, not much better, but still better than a Glock. Walther PDP, Canic, all those guns I would say are good first home pistol guns, and they can flex in other roles. What music do you like? I like everything, man. I like everything. It depends on the weather. Leatherman or Victorinox? Neither. I don't care. Can you go hunting with an automatic weapon in the USA? That's a good question. I think as long as you own the firearm and it meets the caliber, there's got to be a rule against it, though. Can you hunt with fully transferable machine gun? AI won't answer it. Is it legal to own? You have to have a special license to own them, and it is illegal to hunt with them. Okay. I don't know if that's true. That's from Reddit. Take it at your own thing. Glock is overrated. Yep. I want a Rock Island Armory TAC 9. I love the pistol and the modern features you'd want in a pistol. They used by Filipino Special Forces, and I like their guns. Do you like Five Finger Death Punch? I'm sure I do. I like a lot of different alt rock. I would recommend an FN 509. I would disagree with that. I don't recommend anything in the 5 Series. The 5 Series has inferior polymers. So I'm going to disagree with you on that one, Anthony. Also, for the money, they're not worth it. I'm not paying $700 for a frickin' Glock-sized gun. You can probably hunt on private land. That's true. Where can you go and try pistols and see how comfortably you feel with the gun? You have to Google it in your area, but Google ranges, rental gun ranges in your area. Something will come up and tell you. Otherwise, just go to your local gun store and ask to see different firearms. Ask them to show you the most popular, like, home defense handguns, and they will. In a home invasion, are you grabbing the rifle, shotgun, or pistol first? So shotgun will be my first choice if I have to walk through and clear it, with the pistol as my backup. If I am just sitting up in bed, I always keep a 1911 on the bed, although now that I got the dog, I got to stop doing that. I'm going to mount it to the wall, and we'll see what happens. Any thoughts on the VZ58 compact 7.5 inch? Just looking for something fun. Never tried one, dude. I know VZ stuff was pretty cool back in the day. One more honest opinion. So I see many videos on the internet when people do open carry on streets or shopping mall. Do not people get scared when somebody is walking past your family with a full gun? It can throw people off. The problem with the internet, and I understand there are benefits, such as somebody in Italy being able to comment and ask questions to somebody in the United States in real time, but the problem with the dudes that do it and film themselves is they are asking for a confrontation. They are trying to incite the confrontation. Normal individuals, unless they are trying to push boundaries or see what the response is, do not open carry rifles in the United States of America. Some people open carry pistols, and that's fine, but even then, it's not as big a deal. Snucka, what's up, dude? No problem, Federico. And that's a problem with news media outlets, man. And I hate to say it, and actually I don't hate to say it. Fuck the news, man. Fuck news cycles. They're giving you this information in a way that makes it seem like everything is only bad all the time. No news agency, if you look at their videos when they post videos on YouTube, because every major outlet has a YouTube channel, look at the videos. The videos that have mass shooting in the title, or horrific event, or all this bullshit like the floods down in Texas. Now everybody's talking about how the camp was built on unstable ground. They haven't found the bodies yet. They're still looking for the remains of these poor innocent people that died, but the news cycle wants nothing more than to get your clicks. So they write these horrific titles and they start blaming people. It's bullshit. Is an automatic tax stamp expensive? No, it's $200. It's the gun that's expensive. What was the recent change to suppressor ownership? It has not been finalized, so technically there has been no changes. But yes, the version of it that they're trying to finalize is you lose the $200 tax stamp, but it's still registered. I work in East New Orleans, and concealed carry rifles and handguns haven't encountered many issues as long as I keep them under my jacket. That's the definition of concealed, my brother. If it's concealed and you're concealing it correctly, nobody should know you have the firearm. If somebody can point out that you're carrying a gun, it's not concealed. It's merely obscured. Second Amendment is great. First Amendment is slightly more important, although it doesn't apply to privately owned entities such as YouTube, which can censor whatever they want. The problem in America is gun culture with different depending on region. I'm originally from Southeast Kentucky, and kids are raised with guns and taught proper safety and discipline. That is true. Different areas of the country handle guns differently. In the state of Ohio, they pay teachers to be armed. That's why you don't see school shootings in Ohio. What are your thoughts on the Echelon? I've got one. I like it. I've got the Sharps Brothers chassis on it, which makes it even better. I've never actually seen somebody open carrying a rifle except on the news. Pretty much, man. The news or YouTube. I look like Genghis Khan. Am I from Russia? Genghis Khan was not from Russia, so you're either insulting Russia or Genghis Khan. Has the FBI or ATF ever talked to you for any reason at your shop? Yes, to transfer a firearm to somebody else. No, there's no reason for the FBI or the ATF to show up to my shop. I follow all rules. I turn in all my paperwork. I retain all the paperwork I'm required to retain. I do full background checks on everybody that buys a firearm. So it's all good. Any recommendations for holsters? Nope. I buy whatever's cheap, man. I find something that fits, and I either make it work or I find something else cheap. I don't think I've ever spent more than $10 on a holster. A lot of people do. A lot of people will swear that this holster or that holster is better, but What size CZ handgun? Full-size CZ handguns would you recommend? The P01, the Shadow 2, the Tactical Sport Orange, even a regular 75, the 97 if you can find one's an awesome choice. That's in 45. Do you have any SIGs? Yes, I do. I've got a few. No problem here. So I love the fact that I can absolutely 100% tell you that getting one of your videos age restricted shadow bans you on the rest of the platform because I have monetization enabled and we have 36 viewers right now. All those dudes with the little backpacks, you ain't concealing shite. Nice. Same country. Some countries in Europe's allowed you to keep your military rifle after mandatory army training, like Switzerland, Belgium, Finland. Does it not work that way in the USA? A lot of times you can purchase the same rifle that you carried, but I don't know if you're allowed to buy your service weapon. I've personally never known of anybody doing that. Any Kalashnikov pattern rifles you recommend? I mean, AK is AK, man. Will a SIG 320 shoot if you drop it on the ground? Not if you have a newer one or one without the curved trigger or one that's not involved with the fiascos. Howdy. Do you prefer parts kit AK or American made? I really don't like rifles at all. I'm a pistol guy. If you go on the channel, there's 2,000 gun videos. I think like 80 of them are on rifles. So it doesn't matter to me. I've got 3 pre-built. So parts kits versus American made, that's different, man, because a Zastava is not American made. And I've got a Zastava Z-Pap. I've got a Century Arms bulge front trunnion. We've got the Romanian on the wall, but that one's sold. Any thoughts on the Vepr 30-06 where I can find one? Can't find them anywhere. No, I have no idea, dude. Hard guns to find. I don't really go looking for people. Sorry. Opinion on 3D printed guns. If you want a 3D printed gun, go right ahead. They never have the same quality, in my opinion. And I know everybody that's going to start typing right now, mine never fail. I've never had a single failure. Every single one of mine runs perfect. I've never had an issue. I've got 50 of them. They all run 100%. Fuck you. No, you don't. I've never seen one with the quality of a manufactured gun. Even Bulligan Shooting Sports, who's on YouTube, he's got a lot of followers. I found him because he had a custom Star BM9. Even his printed guns have problems. Does Wind City have a 43X? I can order one. I sold the last one I had in stock. Ever had any experience with the high point carbines? I've had a little bit of shooting experience with the 10 millimeter, the 1095. I've played with the 995, which is the 9 millimeter. I've not messed with the 45. It's probably their best product. The carbine is the most reliable product that High Point sells. Although now they're making ARs, so I'm sure the ARs will supplant the carbine. Hit the like button. I dare you. You have 3 seconds to hit the like button. You love the carbine. You got 2. Interesting. What gun does the police use in your country? It varies from place to place. The vast majority carry Glocks, either 22s in 40 cal or 19s or 17s in 9 millimeter. But different places can have different rules. I know 1911s, 2011 staccatos are legal to carry. I think you have to pay for them yourself and get and submit them. The Pennsylvania State Patrol, I believe, is going. Some of them are going to Walther PDPs. So, have not used the grenade launcher on the wall yet. Cool, dude. Police here use Glocks or Berettas. Yeah, I don't really think any Leos here in the United States ever use Berettas outside of Riggs from Lethal Weapon. I'm really trying to think if I can't think of any that I know of. Because we had Smith & Wesson series guns for like the Wonder Nines back in the day. I'm sure somebody used the Beretta because it was U.S. sidearm forever, so I'm sure they were legal for department use. I just never knew of anybody that did. Doggo went to sleep. LAPD used them? Gotcha. Thank you, Random. Yeah, I did not know that. I guess that would make sense since Lethal Weapon was based in California and LA area. Trevor, you're absolutely right. Every single one of those guns on the wall is fake. Not a single one of them is real. Thank you for calling me out on that, sir. I will now delete my channel. Guys, after 8 years and thousands of videos, I've finally been caught. So I'm going to delete the channel right now as you guys are watching. So this live will end as I delete the channel. You guys ready? I'm going to delete the channel right now. Ah, shit, I missed. Can't believe I screwed up so bad I missed. Why are you giving me Saturday stats already, bro? Oh, no. Do you know any good 10mm steel frame handguns? Yes, Rock Highlands, entire lineup of 1911s and 10mm are pretty solid. There's a lot of used ones, like the Smith & Wesson 1006 was pretty solid, but they're expensive. They're well over $1,000. Trying to think of modern-ish steel framed. Ruger GP100 is chambered, so you can get a revolver. What's your favorite rifle? My custom AR. Pennsylvania State Police use the Pro and the F-Series. Nice. Have I ever shot what, Federico? What's up? How's your day going? Ready for the weekend and next week too. Nice. I have not eaten a lot of food today. I had a little bit of cold pizza. Rocky is good. You missed him. He's sleeping now, but he was on the live stream for about 20 minutes earlier. Not really doing like menu food. Oh, by the way, for those of you that are on YouTube, on computer and stuff, and you're seeing ads, let me tell you, the fastest way to end a non-skippable ad is to block it. It will automatically end the ad that you're forced to watch. So try that sometime. You couldn't trust weapons like that in Scotland? Never heard it put that way before. Interesting. Scoop, skip, scooby doo boot, boot, doo boot, boot. I need you, mother fathers, to make sure to hit the like button when you come in. Tell me you hit the like button. What's happening? How are you feeling? I'm all right, Tyrone. My back really hurts from falling over backwards, taking the dog to the dog park yesterday. I'm still recovering from that. I woke up in screaming pain today. I almost didn't even open the store. Wish Rock Island would make a 1911 and 357 for hopefully cheap. It's a goofy round. You rarely see any 1911s chambered in 357 SIG because 357 SIG is just a 9 millimeter and a 10 mil cartridge, basically. There's so little demand for 357 SIG firearms. In fact, as far as I know, let me double check my distributors. I don't think anybody is manufacturing a new 357 SIG gun. I might be wrong about that, but let me double check. That might officially be like a dead caliber for handguns. So yeah, so outside of the Glock is the last one that does. And it looks like the only stuff available is old Gen 3, Gen 4 stuff, so it's all closeout stuff. I don't see anybody there's nobody on RSR. RSR is one of the biggest distributors in the country, and they only show 7 Glock models available, and only one's in stock, and that's the 33 subcompact. So. So yeah, nobody's going to make a 357 SIG at this point because the caliber in terms of firearms is dead. It just doesn't make sense in 2025 because 45 can be overloaded and 10 mil can be underloaded. Hopefully 40 doesn't die. If it does, it does. No, 40 cal, there's plenty of guns still manufacturing 40 cal. Not as many as you would think, though. So here's an example, okay? 10 millimeter, there's 100 SKUs available. 357 Magnum, there's 254. There are more 38 Super firearms manufactured, but there's only 51 SKUs for 40 Smith & Wesson. So let's see, the manufacturers, you got Glock, Beretta, CZ, because it's a competition round. So, and it looks like Charter Arms, so revolvers again. The Smith & Wesson SD40, Springfield SW40, XD40, the Shield 2.0 and 40. So Taurus G3C and 40. So there's plenty of companies still doing 40s. I will point out that the major manufacturers of 40 cals right now are all cheap. So take that for what it is, all you Glock 27 loving motherfuckers who think that 40 cal is still a competent round. The median price for a 40 cal is about $300. Just saying. Oh my God, he made fun of 40 cal. Let's cancel him. Nope. You can't cancel me. You feel violated. Sorry, bud. Uh, no, they're not making them anymore, Justin. I told you they're all Gen 4s and Gen 3s. They don't make Gen 4s anymore, and Gen 3s, the ones that I saw, look like they're all closeouts. None of them are available except for the Gen 3 or Gen 4. Well, that's a slur. Just get a 10 mil. Stop being a pussy. You have a 44 Magnum. No, I've got a 460 though. You come here for honesty, not for me to suck your buttholes. Also, none of you pay me anymore, so I ain't sucking any buttholes without payment. That came out wrong. Don't clip that. Does Glock still make the 17L? Yes, they do. There's different variants out there. Like, there's a couple distributors that still carry like a Gen 1 copy that Glock made back in the day. But they do make the 17L and the Gen 5. Asking for a friend, how much does that cost? Which one? I will tell you this much when it comes to me answering your questions, and you guys can take this with whatever offense you want to. I have the attention span of a goddamn gnat when it comes to answering some questions. So I've already forgotten what we talked about 10 minutes ago. Federico, it was good talking to you. Thank you very much. Do I have any daggers? I've got a frame. Ciao, ciao, ciao bello. Fettuccini. Linguini. That's racist. No, they're white. They have it coming. Lycan, long time. It's been a while since you've been in the chat. Thank you so much for your donation. You are such a wonderful person. Although the flying pear, Flying pear. I like it. Thank you. W in the chat for Lycan. Wow. All you had to do was bribe your way to the number 2 spot. That's pretty impressive. I know what Lycan wants you to do now. No, not for $10. It's like when I was in school, right? We did this thing for T-shirt giveaways, and if you donated a toy, you got 10 entries. If you donated a book, you got like, I can't remember what it was. So I went to the dollar store and bought $3 toys and put them in there. So I got 30 entries. The next person had like 4, so of course I won. So I was like, nah, just give it away. And they kept pulling my name out for like 3 or 4 times before they finally gave it to somebody else. That was kind of funny. You look dead, my boy. Is it normal for a dog to only pee twice a day? I know they say adult dogs should only be holding their pee for like 6 to 8 hours. Oh, you meant a 357 Magnum. Oh, well, that's also not going to happen. The last manufacturer that did a 357 Magnum was Kunan, and those guns are over $3,000. It's very difficult to do a 357 Magnum because that's a straight wall, I think. Isn't 357 Magnum considered straight wall? No, it's rimmed. Either way, Kunan was the last one that made it, and their company went bankrupt. Which is interesting because so far, Magnum Research is the only company from Minnesota that didn't go bankrupt manufacturing firearms. Why don't you have more guns? There's 12 guns up there. Come on, guys. Chill out. I'm going to like my own videos since you guys don't want to. I'm trying to be a gun tuber, guys. I need your help. Tell all your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your mom's friends. Tell your dad. Tell your enemies. Tell your enemies' friends. Sign up your enemies. Dude, I'll make fun of your enemies. Like Lycan, is there anybody you want me to tell to fork off? Tell this one to fork off. Okay. I don't like this person. Me neither. They should fork off. I'm in agreement. Okay. Thank you. Where the frick is DB, man? All my guys, there's like literally no mods in here outside of Justin. Why do you always drink Gatorade? Because it has good electrolytes and I can get it in zero sugar, so it's good for you. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I need a little more. So I don't like drinking carbonated beverages as much. I'll drink a Coke Zero every now and then. But this is zero sugar and it has good electrolytes. I suffered from kidney failure twice in the last year because my electrolytes got all fucked up. One was diabetic ketoacidosis because I was eating like a trash panda. The other time was because I had heat stroke. But when your body shuts down, the electrolyte balance is very important. So I drink about one of these a day. That way, if I don't eat much during the day, at least I'm getting electrolytes. What's the best semi-automatic 22 handgun on the market? I'm going to say the Taurus TX22 is probably the most reliable and eats just about anything you put in it. The Sig 322 is close. I'm also in, but frick, no place PA tonight right now, but I'm fricking with the cows and listening to you. What do you mean you're fricking with the cows? I didn't know you had cows. That is bizarre. So I got no mouse. I got nobody, man. I'm sad. All I got is Justin, and he makes fun of me all the time. It's like, haha, your vagina's showing. And I'm like, it is not. It's inside my bag like it's supposed to be. It's in my bag for us. It's a hard knock life for us. That it kisses we can kick. That it cannot eat. Sorry, I was checking my phone for notifications. Yeah, you are, Snuka. I appreciate that. Drove to PA here with both kids and my buddy. His grandma passed, so we drove up. Sorry to hear that, bud. Tell your buddy I'm sorry to hear that. Ah, your ear moved. You're faking it. I can tell. You winked. I saw that. Yeah, it's what I thought, buddy. Good boy. My eyes are open, I swear to God. Ruby Rook. What? I didn't call. Okay, that worked. Come here, buddy. Who's a good boy, huh? You always breathe like you want to say something, man. You're like, woof. You're always talking like you're going to go woof. Look, you look as Chinese as me. Except I'm Korean. Here. Good boy. There you go. He's a dog. He's real. I'd pick him up, but he freaks out being picked up, so. Isn't that right, boy? You want to see him? There you go. Okay. That should allow him to be on camera. Say hello, doggo. Rocky sighs like an old man. He does. He's like, hey, man, look. I think he enjoys being just chill as frick, though, man. He does not need excitement. I wouldn't trust you picking me up either. Do I like kimchi? Yes. I don't know how he's going to react. I've got a jar in my fridge that I need to eat. I might eat it with some ramen after this live stream. That's healthy food right there. But my chem panels and my CBC, my metabolic panels, all came back perfect, so I can do whatever I want. Does the dog carry a full size? He's pretty big. Hold on a second. Hey, he's about normal. Man, imagine if I made fun of you on the internet and said that you were packing a subcompact. I mean, he is firing blanks. He doesn't have any ammo. He's got the neuter spot. Boop. Just a man petting his dog on a live stream. All these people don't know what they're missing. Look how chill he is. He's so happy. He's you. Smiling. Smiling. Boop.
Oh, you have not heard me talk with my accents, have you? No, you have not. You are good doggo. You are such good doggo. Maybe the last person that owned you was Russian, huh? Okay. Red shirt, that means I'm going to die first.
Do I have that Desert Eagle? No, I sold it. I need to neuter my husky. He's a handful sometimes, one of the most well behaved I've ever seen. The only dog that barked at the bark park this morning was a husky. It was pretty funny. He was angry because he wasn't getting attention. If you make sure your dog does not speak Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? No, ears don't move at all. Rocky. Yeah, buddy. See, that's a good doggo. Hey, I have to ask you a question the internet's been wanting to know. You ready? English or Spanish? Woof.
My doggo is custom.
He's a red coat. Right on. Oh my god. Are you a good doggy? You are a very good doggy. Yes, you are. How would you feel if I talked like this every time I told you to do something? Please sit down. Thank you. You are so good. Yes, you are a boy. You are such a good boy. You like being the petted. Yes, you do. If you were a cow, that is the only way I would be more happy about you. Yes, it is. If my dog was a cow, oh my cow, I would be so happy. I swear to cow. The wall is empty. Did you sell all the Glock? See, that shows how much my own friends pay attention to me. I've been saying it every live, Stone. That is the 2025 gun wall now. The only guns that go up there are guns that I've gotten through YouTube or because of YouTube. None of the guns that are for sale go up on that wall anymore. But of course, you know, it's not like we text every day. Or you're in every live. It's because you got that freaking van. I got a dog and I still remember everything you tell me. Something about how you got like the Chomo van now. It's the Candy Man. Big van. I can stuff the kids inside. He has this big ass cushion, right? He's got one of the cushions off my couch. And he lays down on the hard concrete floor. You never text me that, and I miss a lot of lives because I've been busy. Fuck that! How risky is it to own a registered SBR, as in bring on the radar? Ultrafire. So when you own something that is NFA controlled, let's say the ATF wants to visibly inspect that, and they show up at your door with a warrant, legally the only thing you have to give them is the SBR. But I'm going to put it to you this way. If the ATF shows up at your house, if the ATF shows up with the sheriffs in tow, you've done something way fuckier. Simply being on the NFA means nothing. You've been on a registry since the day you were born. Beretta Storm Carry, too, would look good up there. Only reason I want one. Looks cool. I own a PX4 Storm in 45. I'm 3 hours above you. We'll try and stop on the way back to Florida. Bring money! I acquired a Merlin 81 recently. Time to restore it. Nice! Don't know what that is. But sounds like fun. Merlin, Marlin, Moreland. I'm back. Big deal. Didn't know you left, brother, but welcome back. Stone's late. What? I don't know why I've been talking louder. Let's see what shit made it into my spam now. Claim your welcome bonus. Nope. Fake. I get so many emails every day from fake emails. Oh, hey, we're from Canva Pro. Hey, we're from Xiaomi. Hey, we're from blah, blah. We're from blah, blah. We're from blah, blah. We want a blah, blah. Can't stop eating Hostess Twinkies. There are 7 million calories apiece. Go for it. Yes, I am, Justin. Been working on a lot of stuff. Thanks. I'll go shoot a few rounds before it gets dark. Be back later. All right, man. I'm only here until 11, so. Is there a highly collectible pistol that you would want or you would bid on? I've got my Grandmaster, so like highly collectible, no. Maybe a Nighthawk double agent, but I'm not spending that kind of money. You're working a lot because you went on vacation. Don't do that. That's why I bust my ass before and after vacation. No, it's because he keeps on putting his kids in good schools, fucker. Public schools, let them fight it out. That's what I say. I went to public school and look at... Oh, wait, that's a good reason not to. And now I'm going to do the asshole thing and eat a chip on a live stream. You'll have to Google it, King, but look up STI Grandmaster. They were a race gun from STI. They're the company that turned into Staccato when they sold out and became a bunch of bitches. And like I said, I will never get a gun from them. I'm pretty sure if I ever run into them at like a gun show, somebody on Reddit has passed on to them that I call them bitches because they've sold out. So they probably won't even talk to me. Yeah, I have a full FFL and a brick and mortar store. It's called Wind City Armory. Why not like Staccato? Because they raised their prices and dropped their quality. So my STI Grandmaster, when it was a brand new gun, was $2,500. The equivalent gun, they don't even make one that's equivalent to it, but the top of the line gun from Staccato right now is $4,500 for the XC. And the STI was hand fit, hand assembled, and hand finished. The entire Staccato line is manufactured on a production line. There's not like Nighthawks where you have one person to one gun. They're all literally running down a production line, yet they're still charging almost $5,000 for one of their guns. They can kiss my ass. Yes, vacations suck when you get back to bills and a broken AC unit. Wow, buy back that TSO. When was their best? When they were still STI. Stone, you can fix it. You have a Dremel. Are you back now? Can I send you back your Night Stalker that you won't let me have? I just got shit in my tooth. Give me a sec. Dun 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 beep boop boop beep boop boop beep boop boop beep boop 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 beep boop 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 beep boop boop beep boop boop beep boop beep boop boop beep boop boop boop. It's gonna ask me for a goddamn code. I'm not entering it on my goddamn phone. I hate programs that put like 10 fucking factor authentication on it for no goddamn reason. Two-week rule, Joe, keep it. $1,500 last year to fix my AC unit. You got the paperwork. Nice. Man. I feel like the first couple of months I started doing live streams right now with this shadow ban bullshit. I knew someone that worked for them when they were STI. They even made their own mags. Are you sure about that, Car Cam? You know, Checkmate has made STI mags since the 90s. That's why it took so long for any guns to be able to use the STI pattern mags. That's why the Staccatos use the STI pattern mags from Checkmate. And Gerson and TSOS and Live Free Armory and all these other companies all use Checkmate. They might have made like a special mag for one of their calibers or something, but they did not make all their own mags, man. Your shirt is red, okay? Hickok made a short saying many of his viewers got unsubscribed automatically. That's 100% true. So YouTube automatically goes through subscriber histories. So when you sign your TOS, you give YouTube permission to look at your search history and all this stuff. So if you're not watching a channel often or even at all, it will automatically remove that subscription from the feed, because subscription number and view count are what drive the AdSense revenue to your channel. And by having dead accounts, it looks like you're growing. So you could lose, especially if you have like 8-9 million subscribers like he does, you could lose a couple of 100,000 because those are dead accounts. People that don't use those accounts anymore, lost their logins, etc. So the minute you lose those accounts and they go dead for, I think it's like 6 months or something, they automatically unsubscribe. I've had days where I've lost like 20, 30, 40 people. They always come back eventually. But right now, what happened was last week, one of my videos got age restricted, which doesn't give you a community strike, doesn't do anything like that, but it automatically limits your viewability when it comes to your lives, your shorts, your long forms. Every single metric I have dropped by 60 to 80% in the last week. And it doesn't have anything to do with the holidays, because last year metrics when I wasn't having problems were exactly where they should be. It's one of the hardships about having a gun channel. It's also one of the annoying things because YouTube uses AI and I'm sure that it went through there, because I'm pretty sure if I go back last year, it was about the same time when I got shit restricted. And here's the best part, okay? They age restricted 2 lives a couple months ago, but they left up the titty stream. When will you be getting more 43Xs in stock? I can order them if you're looking to buy them, but I'm not actively bringing them in. I don't actively carry them. I've sold 1 in 3 months. Good news is they ship 2-day air. Bad news is you'd have to order it. I appreciate what you want to do, though. Thank you very much. Too bad X didn't monetize for the gun tubers. What do you mean? Caught a piece of 22 in my arm working on an outdoor range kid and his dad. That sucks. I kept spall all the time. I took an AK shrapnel to my thigh when I wasn't even sitting on the range. I was actually behind the shooter at a weird-ass angle. He turned and hit an angled plate, and it happened to be angled just right to ricochet into my thigh. Went through my jeans and into my leg. It was pretty impressive. Didn't go deep. It wasn't going fast enough to like puncture deep, but yeah, it went right into the skin and I had to pull it out of my skin. The main thing I'm doing is I'm just making sure to do lives on my regular schedule just to get the engagement up. But honestly, it's just, like I said, 20 people, 30 people. It's hard to do 3 hours when it's not that many people, so sorry. Never take offense to what I'm saying to you guys. 3 hours of my time for what YouTube is paying for lives right now, it becomes less worth it. And it's the only time when I say that, because you guys also got to remember that I was open for 7 hours today. So on top of setup time, taking dumbass to the park, I've been up for 19 hours now. Your coworker had his pocket knife bent shut by a stray round? That's crazy. Well, since I have some time, I'm going to do some online shopping. Seeing what new handguns are coming. Coming soon. Coming soon. So the new version of the STK is coming, so that's good. I may have to get one of those. They're coming out with the new version of the 92X Performance. New version. They're coming out with the new version of the M9A1, like a throwback. That's pretty cool. 44 Magnum lever action pistol. Stone, that one's got you written all over it. No, it doesn't. Okay, fine. Fuck. Charles Daly, 1911 for freaking $700. Get fucked. The new Daria Melik in high polished silver's coming. Oh, look, the Glock 47 Koa. If anybody's looking for one of those, I can get you on the list for that. Is that a KN or an AK? What's a KN? It's a 1970 Romanian AK. The boy doesn't even need to talk. He can just look at other stuff. Yay. New Galil Aces are coming. New version of the Jericho. New version of the Masada. Coming out with the Kimber Next Gen 1911s. They're interesting. I think I'm going to bring in one of the PR-57s, so as soon as one of those becomes available, I'll probably get one of those. Ooh, that would be a nice one. No, it wouldn't. Stone says hi, welcome back. Lever action 44 mags are awesome, good 150 yards. Who makes KN? Whoa. Okay, hold on a second. Now, I'm not a big fan of them. There's a new gun coming in the P320 lineup called the P320 Reserve. That's an interesting looking gun. Anybody want to buy a DWX? It's custom. Yeah, we're going till 10 o'clock, so we got a half an hour here. North Korea made the KN cheaper version of AKs. Got it. Thank you. That may be why I've never heard of it. Oh, so it's a steel frame 320 X5. Dude, I will sell my Legion right now to buy one of those. God damn, they're expensive though. Show us the gun. What is Sig's most expensive pistol? The old X6s. That's a... Hey! No! No. Not you, buddy. Dude, that looks amazing. So they also have the 226, but the collection is the one that's coming. Dude, that thing is hot. I would definitely shoot one of them bad boys. Am I interested in Axis weapons? Pistols, yes, but not really. The asking price on the 320 Reserve is a bajillion dollars. Hold on. They've got it alphabetical. So the Reserve, where'd it go? $2,000. So same price as the DWX. The 211, which is the new 2011 they're coming out with, is going to be about 24. So would I say having a red dot and a flashlight on an EDC is doing too much? Nope. Flashlight and red dot are perfectly fine. I bet that one comes with an optics plate. They're direct mount. If I need a break, take one. Oh, I will in about 30 minutes. I'm going to end the live stream in about 30 minutes. Unfortunately, right now. I don't need shit. 365 Lux should be one of the softest shooting gun. I see it right here. I don't think so. I mean, what's the difference? It's got the steel framed, but it's 12 round frame with the full. I would rather get the Sharps Brothers macro frame and the Spectre Comp top. You could get a Spectre Comp top and the Sharps Brothers frame for $500 and take your existing fire control unit out and have the same gun without having to upgrade and spend a lot of money. That'd be my personal choice. Oh, then why bother? $900 for a 380 is way too much money. Or, excuse me, $1,000 for a 380 is way too much money. I'm just saying it now. $1,000 for a 380 is way too much money. That's more than Browning charges for their 380s. That is beyond too much money. Hey, dog, you still alive? Woof, woof. You good? You good? You look tired. You good? All right, good boy. Yeah, the Bodyguard 280 or the 2.0, yep. Rather a Smith wheel gun for the money. I agree. That's absolutely agreed. You can buy a Ruger GP100 for a lot less, or you can spend double the money and buy the X5 frickin' Reserve. Although I want the 226 Reserve if I was to get one, but they're all gone and they're super expensive now. Hold on a second. So the new ones coming right now to my distributor are a bunch of Legion 226s, but nothing in the Reserve. And I actually don't want a Legion 226. I want an X5 Classic. Is the 229 still in production? I think so. Let me double check. Yes. You want a lever action, but you're broke. Me too. I mean, I want to broke. I'm broke. Not though I want a lever action. Wow, this is the worst live stream I've ever had. Why are you guys boring? Just kidding. Oh, man. I can't wait for this shadow ban to be over. These fucking shadow bans, man. Makes no goddamn sense. I have a shorts partner, I have a channel partner, and I still get hit with this shit. It's absolute bullshit. Rossi would be the budget lever gun. Rossi is decent. Henry is technically bargain when you compare it to a Marlin. Quick question, when I'm going to buy a suppressor, do I fill out the paperwork first? Sorry, my first time going to get one. Yeah, so when you get a suppressor, you will fill out all your paperwork, including your background check, and pay your $200 tax stamp when you fill out your application. When your application gets approved and you pick up your suppressor, you will fill out a 4473 on the day of acceptance, which doesn't get run, but it's just to acknowledge that on that day you accepted it. So yes, you will be filling out your paperwork before you order your suppressor. You got your mare's leg for like $600. Nice. Daycare needs me to switch out all their locks, so they did a deposit for the parts and told me they would let me know next week what parts they want. What the frick? I want a lever gun that is more suppressor setup. Never find any with a threaded barrel. Bro, Rossi 1895, Henry 1895, Marlin 1895, Smith & Wesson's new version of the 1895. They're all available with threaded barrels. You just got to get the more tactical versions. But yeah, you can definitely get them though. According to Google, MBX Extreme and Trip. Hold on a second. Trip Research made mags. Trip was the founder of STI. Did you just spend time looking that up, Carcam? Because my STI runs all Checkmate mags. They might have made their own mags when they first started, but Checkmate made all my mags for my STI. They're all branded STI Checkmate. I'm happy that you did the research. That's awesome as hell, dude. Congratulations for being one of the few people that actually does their own research, Carcam. Tell you about the 3-year-old locking me on the second story. Took 2 screwdrivers from my toolbox and on the deck and pried the door open. Jesus. Too many of your 1911s have Mammoth ivory grips. No, I like tactical G10s. I've had to unlock so many properties with kids in it, it's crazy. That's why I don't trust children, man. How can a kid lock a door? Kids are psychotic. Kids are sociopathic. Unless we beat it out of them, don't clip that. I've got a Mammoth Ivory Tusk to grip for DB. Ah, gotcha. I got something for you to grip. He also likes turtles, but I think he's being bitchy because I didn't answer his text from this morning. I have a Marlin 1894P. It's a 4044 mag, not made anymore. Loud as frick. He gets bitchy when you ignore him. He'll be all right. He's got a dog and a girlfriend. He should be fine. Although he also has a Toyota Camry that he's proud of, so. And he keeps trying to trade me his fucking G3 Tactical. Guy called me saying he locked his kid in the car I was driving at the time. He got his address. I was 2 minutes away from him. Why is 44 so expensive? We making noise, but it's expensive noise. That's a great question, dude. I honestly don't know. I don't know why some calibers are so goddamn expensive. I mean, if you look at the amount of powder, brass, and bullet that go in them, it's just crazy. Hope you're feeling better. Did you post yourself in the ER? Yes, I was in the ER on Monday due to extremely high blood pressure, which is not abating. In fact, it is maintaining a high 170s to 190 BP. So my BP has been 175 to 190 over 110 to 120. So I'm basically been in a hypertensive crisis for the last week and a half. I'm pretty sure I know why, and it's because I'm suffering from massive anxiety right now. And I'm trying not to, but I can't help it. Modern 44 amp carbine would be awesome. Sure, I don't know what that is. I hate how much some of my calibers cost. 8.6 Blackout, 408 Shy Tacker cost me some extreme dollars. Yeah, that's why I tend to shoot a lot of 9 now. 9 and 45. Even as a dealer, my pricing is not the best. In fact, Palmetto State, when they were doing their 4th of July sale, had a really good deal on cheap. It's not white box, but it's Winchester. It's called service grade ammo. I have no idea how clean it's going to burn or if it's going to run well, but I bought 1,000 rounds of it for under $200. Do you take non-narco anxiety meds? No, I take no anxiety meds, but I'm on 5 blood pressure medications right now, and none of them are doing shit. Amp was designed only for the 44 Auto Mag. Clint Eastwood's gun in the Magnum Force. Gotcha, thank you. So that means there was some limited reproduction because they started, the company started a company bought the rights to Automag and we're making them again. But Demo Ranch had 2 blow up on them, so. Ah, there he is. You heard me mention him. Well, I have blood pressure meds as an in-case anxiety med, but you got to do both. No, I'm not doing more fucking meds. I'm done. I think the dog would help with the anxiety. Hang in there. Dogs are proven to help with the anxiety, but I'm not having that kind of anxiety that a calming presence is going to fix. I have a business, a mortgage, 2 cars. I have a lot of shit that I have to pay for, and I can, but I call this a ramen month because he's eating better than I am. Let's put it that way. My dog is a burden. Really? With 3 kids, you think your dog is a burden? I'd be like, hell, at least the dog will eat his own shit. Kids just sit there in it and wait for you to change them. Mouse says, hi, I forgot you were live tonight. How's Rocky doing? Rocky's doing great. Rocky's doing exceptionally well. My anxiety mostly acts up because of my own bad decisions. Mine isn't due to my bad decisions. It's due to my wanting to please a lot of people. Like, if I just closed down the store until the end of the month, I would be fine money-wise. I wouldn't be making anything extra, but I would be fine money-wise. I wouldn't have to sell anything. I wouldn't have to do anything and wait until I could get some loans. But I also need to make my numbers look good, so I need to sell guns to make my numbers look good for my business loans. I'm just tired of my fucking anxiety, dude. Like, I woke up this morning and my back, like right now, my back is screaming. And I was like, hey, maybe I should just, like, stop selling guns and just focus on the YouTube full time. Do both channels. But then my shit gets fucking age restricted. And I can't do shit. So, makes me mad. And I'm cussing tonight. There's 16 people in here. I don't give a shit. So... You know, I could be like those live stream farmers who literally just go fucking live every minute of every day, hoping people donate money. Is it more or less difficult getting a business loan for a firearms business? It's a lot more difficult because you have to find a bank that's willing to take the risk. I have one, but it's been very difficult to get them to do things. And on top of that, I live in Virginia, which is what's called a full disclosure state. So I needed 4 full months of good invoices for the month. My business checking account had to show 4 good months. March, I really didn't do much because I was getting the business up and running. So basically, I have to wait till the end of this month to get the business loans. Firearms business on the manufacturing side is, unless you've got good credit, you're going to have problems. You take Rocky to work? Yep, Rocky is my 24/7 buddy. He is my shop dog. Many of you don't know that. You obviously don't know this, King, but my apartment is attached to my store. Man, you spoke about the kids. Not one is crying. My 11-month-old has been sleeping through us playing with nods and sitting in the truck with my buddy's girl. Hey, little one, stop it. I have to be careful when I scold because Rocky thinks I'm being mean to him. Hey, Rocky, come here. Come here, buddy. That's my boy. Hey, Mouse, you still watching? Look at this boy. Come here. Hup. Hup. Come on. Oh, you don't want to jump up? Look at the boy. Look at the boy. You ever try to turn a dog's head? Look at the boy. Yeah. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, huh? In about 10 minutes, we're going to go outside and see if you can poop. He only poops once a day. I don't know why. But, like, he doesn't, like, whine or anything, and I haven't woken up to a big old surprise on my bed. So, who's that good boy? Yeah, we're chill now. Luke, what is up? Yeah. Look at how chill this boy is, man. So it does make me feel better to have a gooder boy to sit and relax with, but yes. He also makes sure that I get up in the morning because I got to take him to the dog park. He loves going to the dog park. Yes, he does. He's only been 3 times, and it's his new second home, isn't it? Gonna get up? No? Okay. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I want to make both large and small and large to accept longer AICS mags for longer OAL rounds for hand loaders. Also try to get an AICs or high cap mags for them. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means, but manufacturing requires an 0702 as well as an FFL. And getting a company to invest or to take a loan is going to require your credit more than anything else. So yeah, you will need full documentation as well as decent credit to get a business loan to start manufacturing. If you got good credit, you're probably fine. A lot of times, if you have good enough credit, you can just get business loans for any. Oh boy, come here, over here. Come on, down. Come here. You're not wearing your collar, so I can't play you. There you go. Yeah. See, you keep hitting your head. That's all. Come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Sit right here. So, yeah, he's my good-looking boy.
Bow, 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 bow.
We're going to try it back to 5-2 after being semi-retired. I was retired for the last 7 years, and I opened a gun store. I know what you're dealing with. You just filled up 6.72. What, gallons when you're hybrid? Well, look on the bright side. At least that means there's a lot of room in your purse for your balls. Don't go under there. You're going to hit your head. What kind of dog is it? He's a German Shepherd, American Staffordshire Terrier mix. So he's a German thingy. Mrs. DB likes my balls. I'm sure she does. She probably has them in a keychain that she dangles from her car keys. What, Miss DB, does she like my balls? I don't know. I've never sent them to her, so... No, JoJo's jealous. I'm not jealous. I don't get jealous of other people's relationships. That's something you do, man. Being jealous of somebody else's relationship is just a waste of time. Unless your relationship is so toxic between you two that me being involved in your relationship could potentially end it, in which case your relationship wasn't a relationship, it was a placeholder for me. No, of your car? Oh, fuck no, I'm not jealous of your car. Luke, I'm not answering that question because neither way is realistic because you're never going to get me to do either. You pay me $1 million and I'll do both. There was a time in my life where $1 million was 8 years of working. Love me, buddy? Why do you love me? No auctions? How's there no auctions? There we go. Money isn't everything. I agree. I just want enough to not be fucking anxious all the time. I was hoping this was the way to do it, and it isn't. So, we just move on. You move forward, you do what you need to do, you do what you do to survive, and then you just find what fucking works. And when something doesn't work, you find the next thing. That's what I do. I don't get tied up in shit. What's enough? What is enough? That's always a good question because a lot of people can't even answer that question. So 1 door slammed shut and 5 doors open. Agreed. It just... I don't know the proper way to answer that, DB. I would... When people... I used to have more than enough money that I never cared about spending money on shit. Right now with the company, I have to really watch every fucking dollar I spend, and it's tiring. And I'm doing it all by myself. I'm just getting by. So, better than I am now is my goal. I have no employees. I am a single proprietor. Taking on a partner is not the answer, Tyrone. Taking on a partner just makes you liable for another person's success. If I'm not making the success I want to right now, taking on a partner is not going to help. I could drop the $4,000 tomorrow. Oh, you're talking about your Nighthawk? Yeah. Luke, read the room, dude. I'm not really in the mood to do those kind of questions, my guy. Where's the dog? He's laying down. I know you'll be my partner. Is the item going to shoot or do anything better? I get it, man. I'm at that point now too, man. I have not shot the DWX since I did the distress thing to it. Oh no, I shot it once to make sure it was still functioning, but I haven't shot it since I put that sight on it, so I got to re-sight it in. Am my stage still age restricted? There's 19 people in here right now, Luke. So yes, I am still shadow banned. The last time I had 19 subscribers in here or 19 viewers was because I was shadow banned that time too. YouTube is being a bunch of bitches. You still haven't shot the M&P 2.0. Well, you got a lot going on. Mouse is still here. How long does that shit last? Last time it happened, it was about a month. Which means these lives are only going to be a couple hours for a month. Until we start seeing viewership come back up, I can't dedicate 10 hours a week to this. What does that mean, a shadow ban? So when you get a shadow ban, what that means is YouTube is not recommending my channel to anybody. The only way you can find it is if you're doom scrolling through shorts or if you know of my channel or you're signed up for notifications. So unless you're just randomly scrolling through, I won't pop up in trending. I won't pop up as a recommended feed. My videos won't pop up. My shorts videos, which up until the age restriction were getting 10 to 20,000 views per video, are now getting 800 to 1,000 views. So yeah, shadow banning is one of the bullshittiest punk ass bitch ways that Google can hurt you. Glad I'm subbed and look for you daily. So, Justin, when he says the M&P 2.0, he's talking about the M&P 2.0 comp, the full size, the 9mm, not the shield. Yeah, like let's put it this way. So, the short I did today has 800 views. One I did the other day has 800 views. One I did the other day has 800 views. The Rete has 7,000 views, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 10,000, 10,000. So, yeah, up until they age restricted me, they were doing fine. Reasons they do this, because I'm a gun channel. And there are a bunch of bitches who use an AI program to spot things that they consider not allowable on YouTube. And then when you submit an appeal, they automatically reject it because they're a bunch of bitches who think that they can use an automated system because, and I'm not throwing shade at, well, fuck it, I'm throwing shade at YouTube. They allow human reviewers to use their own criteria and their own fucking beliefs to review the content that gets submitted. So if I get unlucky, which I typically am because it goes to an overseas quality control department, typically in the India, Egypt, Pakistan range, if somebody over there doesn't particularly care for guns, they will automatically reject the appeal. And I've gone through this multiple times. I have physically spoken to somebody in the review department and they were not American. So I have to hope that I get a US-based reviewer who isn't opposed to firearms in order to get my videos approved, which is why I had to get a shorts partner and a limited channel partner. I do not have a FUD wall. Those 700 were all you. I wish that would work. Hope you feel better soon. Not really, dude. It's like I said, dude. The reason I'm not feeling good is my anxiety. So until the anxiety resolves, I'm not going to feel better. It's not a physical, like, chemical problem that I can handle until I get relaxed. And I can't get relaxed until I solve my issues. You just put me up on a couple of Discords. You put me up on a couple of Discords when I'm ending the live right now. You're not far from me then? You're in Montana? I'm in Virginia, bro. And if you're talking to DB, DB is not in Idaho. The dog should help with that. No, he doesn't. So I'm trying to find the right way to word this so I don't come off as an asshole, but I'm going to come off as an asshole like when I say this. The anxiety I'm feeling is not the kind of anxiety that a dog can help with. The problems that I have right now, so the anxiety that an animal supposedly helps with, the fact that when you pet a dog, it can lower your heart rate, all that stuff, those are anxieties due to emotions. I have anxiety because I have responsibilities, and those responsibilities I take absolutely 100% seriously, and they're causing me anxiety because I'm stuck in a position that I shouldn't be stuck in, and the solutions aren't within my control. When I'm dealing with something that's outside of my control, the anxiety is something that is just super swollen. It's not small stuff, Scott. It's my life. It's my livelihood. It's my business. It's everything that I do on a daily basis. I'm not talking about somebody scratched my truck. I'm talking about my store, my channel, my life, my day-to-day. That's not small stuff. I don't give a shit about the small stuff. I hear you. Yeah. I have no idea how long the shadow ban is going to last this time, King. It all depends. If I get another video age restricted, it could double the time, it could triple the time. They may never release a shadow ban. I have no idea. I don't control Google. Google doesn't answer to anybody. Google doesn't give a solid answer to anybody because Google doesn't give a fuck about anybody. Google gives a fuck to the people that give them millions of dollars to advertise on the platform. Google gives a fuck to the channels that have hundreds of millions of subscribers like Mr. Beast and fucking all the nutsacks that have fake account bot fucking subs. Yeah, so. Alright, Justin, you have a nice one. Thought you weren't swearing anymore. Dude, I'm fucking shadow banned. I don't give a shit. There's 20 people in here and I know 10 of them personally. I don't give a fuck. Not tonight. I'm not getting randos coming in here. I'm not getting people that I don't normally deal with in here. Everybody that's in here are people that know about the channel. So, fuckity fuck 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 fuck. Joe, I gotta go. Hope you get better and let me know how I can help. Yeah, we talked about it. You already did. Taking the Tabor off my hands helped. So, yeah. Am I on the list? Of what? People that can fuckity fuck 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 off? No. You're fine. Alright, I'm gonna walk my dog and try to relax for the rest of the night. Maybe play some VR and fucking kill a lot of people. See if that makes me feel any better. So, Rage Room does nothing for me, man. It's not, again, this isn't a trivial anxiety. I appreciate where you're coming from, Luke. I'm not dealing with, oh my God, my girlfriend might break up with me in 3 months, okay? The anxiety that I have is because of big things, not fucking small things. Have some kimchi and ramen. Yeah, I'll try it. The dog may hate me after that. He may sleep in his crate. So, all right, guys. Oh, those of you that have stayed throughout the whole thing, thank you very much. We'll see what happens. Sometimes it may drop off, it may not. Who the fuck knows? Yeah. So, shit sucks. It'll get better, but I just gotta sit and what do they call that? Embrace the suck. I'm embracing the suck. I'm not sitting here begging you guys to help me. I'm just explaining why my life sucks right now. So. No, I've been playing Ghost of Tabor. So, damn, have not stuck around this long in a lifetime. Yep. Aaron Max, you have a good night, man. Yeah, come on back, Luke, anytime. So, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to pick up the phone. I'll show you my sleepy doggo. And then we're going to close out the live stream tonight. So, Guardian, I've already, like I said, just life in general, man, dealing with a lot of stuff. Just my entire existence is just fucking in limbo because I have to wait to do shit. Because I have, like, some people that I trust with shit, and then I have a lot of people that let me down. So, unfortunately, in my life, I deal with a lot more motherfuckers that let me down. And this month has just been a tremendous salvo of motherfuckers letting me down. So, it is what it is. You push through, you deal with it, you live with it. You trust the people that actually are on your side, and the rest of them can go to hell. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging out as long as you did. Come back for the next one. Sorry I'm pissy, but sometimes it's just the way life is. Have a good one. Doggo says,